Hi everyone, this is John. I am the only begotten Son of the Father of Heaven, and we're going to take a look here at Rodney Franklin McGee, his video of Sam and Mr. Nylon. And this first shot here at the beginning I find interesting because this little character here kind of looks like a fly. It looks like the the head of the fly, the little tongue or whatever of the fly, but it also looks like it could be a needle. Like here's where you put your fingers through to hold it, and then you push down on the top there, and then there's your needle split in a blue circle. So anyhow, there's a lot of interesting things about this because they're showing this blue here, and I'm going to tie blue into New York. This whole thing is about New York. That's what it's really about. I know a lot of you have a hard time believing me, but hey. So this video here of Rodney starts out, well, it's actually Mr. Nylon's video, but Rodney made a video and he has a song playing over it, Rhythm of the Night. And Rodney pointed out some things which, were interesting, but he never points out the bigger picture. Rodney pointed out, shots, Corona, but totally missed the real big picture, which I'm going to point everything out here. So that kind of looks like a fly, ain't? Or maybe a hypodermic needle. But anyhow, it's definitely splitting this blue circle. So, when is a video of two happy fellas in a bar more than just a video of two happy fellas in a bar? Well, when spirits are involved. And the spirits that are in him and in him. This one here with the black shirt with the white bolt. This one here in the multicolored blue shirt, which will play into this. So we'll let this play here. Now I find this interesting that Sam here almost has a twin. Guy in a black shirt, kind of almost the same colored pants. Different style pants, I think. I think these are sweatpants and these are khakis. But similar shade. Both wearing a black shirt. This one has on an orange cap, which I find very interesting. Maybe somebody else will too, that truly gets what's going on here. So we're at the 17 mark. We're going to play here because if you look around the 23rd mark here coming up right here, we're going to see a little white, what I believe is a spirit orb come down through real quick around the 23-second mark. We're at the 21, so watch over here and you'll see a real quick little white orb come shooting down through. Right there. Did you see it? There was a little orb that just shot down through. Go back to 20 seconds. Right there. What I also thought was weird is he had his own darts. Brought his own darts, I guess, and they're red, which I find interesting. And this back here looks like DNA marker back here. These lights over the pool tables. What I find really interesting here, though, is this one shot coming up here. So two happy fellas in a bar, which is interesting. All right, this shot right here, two fellas in a bar, which is interesting. They call these places bars, and there's people behind bars wishing and praying they could get out from behind those bars, and then you have other people putting themselves in bars. It's quite interesting. Quite the paradigm. But what I find real interesting is, see this board over here? This board over here, it just has some small numbers. You can barely see them. But over here, this board here, it's actually above Jonathan, off of his left shoulder, says 149. I found that real interesting because I heard to look that up. So we're going to go look up what 149 means, and it's above Jonathan. And he's holding the darts, the arrows, the spears. And 149 is very evident above him here, so we're going to go look at that number. So since we're in the Greek, the New Testament, we're going to look at 149 means in the Greek, the New Testament. And it's Aischron, and it down here I guess it's pronounced Aischron, and it means shame. If you can see this right here, it means shame. Let's see if I can. Oops. I'm always messing up here because I don't know how to do this. All right, there we go. Right there, it means shame. That's what it means. So 149 in the New Testament in the Greek means shame. There it is. It's Ashkron. Ahishkron. Shame. Alright, we're back on this video. So there was the 149. Let's play some more. I thought this was interesting because we now have Samuel, and this number here is 17, and he's shooting at 17. 17, I think, means doing well, I think. So they're shooting at doing well. with the darts, with the shots. So, let's play this a little more. Which I thought was interesting because then 17 popped up over here on this side. So this says 17, and then he was shooting, the number real small said 17. I'll go back a couple seconds. Right there, right here in this shot. It's hard to see, but if you go look at it on your own device, if you have a big TV or something, you can see this says 17. He's shooting at 17. And then the next shot, we have him handing off the darts, and 17 is also here. So they're both shooting at 17, which 17 means doing well, if I remember correctly. And now he's shooting at 37, which I found that interesting because I looked up what 37 means. So he's shooting at 37. And now we're going to go play pool. We're going to sink some balls, which I find interesting that in pool you use the cue stick and you use the cue ball, the white ball, to hit all the other balls into the pockets. So you use the cue ball, the white ball, to hit all the other balls, which you have solid balls, which is 1 through 8, I believe. And then you have the straight balls, which is 9 through, is it 16? I think it's 16 balls, yeah. That was interesting. 14 up above here, above his head there. Like I said, these look like DNA markers. Now this is interesting right here. So Sam here is taking the camera and tilting it, making it look like, you know, something's moving, like the earth is kind of shaking. All right. So we have a wood table here. And what's really weird here is what Mr. Nylon does. And I'd really be really interested in knowing if there's 8 wings in each of these baskets. So that would be 8 and 8 if it is. So what he does here is, see, they move the camera again. Then he shakes his hand in front of the camera. And then what he does here with the wings is weird. 2 thumbs up. This is weird. I mean, he takes and like basically shakes the wings, right? And now I find this collar back here interesting. It's purple back in here now. If you see, like, this is purple. It's all purple. Purple back in here. Purple here. And what I find really interesting in this video is Buffalo hot wings. From everything I find, they originated in Buffalo, New York. So we have Mr. Nylon here shaking the birds, you know. And it's interesting that I looked up some things about New York. One of the things about New York is that their bird, the state bird, is the blue bird. So we have Nylon here, all in blue, shaking the bird, which is hot wings, which started in Buffalo, New York. All right. And then I was told to look up doolies, what doolies means. That was interesting. We'll go take a look at that. And then I was led to look up this bar and to pay attention to the roof, and we're going to take a look at that. All right. So hang on here. I hope everybody is watching and paying attention, because I think at the end of this video, hopefully people will realize that, when I tell you who I am, I'm telling you who I am. So this place is called Dooley's, and we're going to look up what Dooley's means. Okay, so I put in here Dooley's and then meaning, and this is what pops up. Dooley in American English, D-U, and then 2 dots, L-I, dooley. Noun word forms, plural, lies in India. A simple litter often used to transport sick or wounded persons. So that's what I found for Dooley. I mean, maybe it means something else, but that's the main thing that pops up, is that it means a litter, something to transport sick people. Yeah, a simple litter, L-I-T-T-E-R. That's weird. Often used to transport sick or wounded persons. Hopefully this is picking this up and you can see that. So that's what Dooley means in American English. All right, here's Dooley definition and meaning. Merriam-Webster's. There it means something else. It means is a litter born on men's shoulders. That's weird. But then we have down here Wikipedia. It means a kind of litter suspended from men's shoulders for carrying people or things. But here dictionary.com, it means a simple litter often used to transport sick or wounded persons. So that's interesting. All right, now I'm going to show you how this ties into New York also, because I told you how Mr. Nylon's wearing blue and he was shaking Hot Wings, which is Buffalo. From what I could find, we'll look at that maybe, but you can look it up yourself. But everything I found said that Buffalo Hot Wings started in Buffalo, New York by some woman who made them for her son and friends. So we're going to take a look at Dooley's here, and we're going to look at something that's very interesting. We'll go look at this here real quick. All right. Look at this picture here of this roof. If you look at this, you can see how it has like these ribs and the color of it here. This bar is huge, man. It had, I think I counted 12 pool tables at least. But now we're going to look at this picture here. Right here. This one here. Let's see if I can blow this up. This reminds me right here. If you can see this part right here. This part here reminds me of the Statue of Liberty crown. The windows, you can see these slits. And same here, you can see this, and this is arched. And it reminds me of the Statue of Liberty. And you have stairs over here off to the side. And it's the same color as the Statue of Liberty, this roof. So, I mean, what are the odds that this roof here, especially this here, where my mouse is, where the arrow is, this is arched, and it looks just like the crown on top of the Statue of Liberty, which we'll go take a look at that and compare. I mean, look at the collar, look at the shape, look at the slots, how they're up and down, but then as they go out, they arch. They're at an angle. This looks exactly like the Statue of Liberty, the crown on the head. So we'll go take a look at that here real quick. Now look, pay attention, see this down here, and now we'll go look at the Statue of Liberty.